Hello everybody, welcome back to another Gordon Aviation YouTube video. My name is Gordon, and as always, this is not a Dallas update, this is a filler video. Dallas is right behind me, ready to go, but unfortunately I do not have two model planes and a package of bridges that I need to actually do the update. I'm still waiting on them. There was a bit of a complication with our models getting them shipped. I accidentally filled in the wrong address, but I got that fixed before they could actually ship it to that address. So it is somewhere in New Jersey right now being shipped, hopefully. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about why I actually did choose Dulles for my model airport. Of course, I have Knoxville, which is just right in front of me, but Dulles is behind me, of course. As you can see, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is going to be a whole lot of brand new things happening in Update 15, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be a great update. I cannot wait to get to film it. So yeah, I just want to talk about why I chose Dulles for my model airport. Really, the first reason is history. It is not the oldest airport in the DC area. Reagan National takes that title, but it is one of the most storied airports. And in my opinion, one of the most beautiful airports with its really swooping 1960s jet, futuristic jet era Terminal Z, which is really cool. One of my favorite pieces of architecture ever created. Everything about Dulles is just that very jet era, 1960s, late 50s, 60s jet era vibe when, all of that, like the future is now, because, nuclear, all of that. I'm not talking about history right now, but I just want to tell you that Dulles was created in that era, and that's why, number one, that's one of the reasons why I like it. Number two, the reason why I chose it is just because of the amount of airlines and international traffic. For me, I've flown out of Dulles a few times, maybe like 3 or 4, but I mainly have flown out of Baltimore just because that used to be the closest to my house where I lived in central Maryland. But now, Dulles is one of my favorite airports again, because it's not, I could have done any international airport because I had this massive board, I could have done whatever I wanted with it. So the closest main international airport to where I live now is Atlanta. That's, the busiest, well, second busiest now, but one of the busiest airports in the world. The problem with Atlanta is that it's just too big. Like, it's almost really is hard to replicate every single thing happening in Atlanta in one, for like even this would be just too tiny to replicate it in a good size for Atlanta. But for Dulles, it's pretty average. And because Dulles being the nation's capital, it's like one of these smaller airports that you will find big international airlines like Emirates, British Airways. Well, British Airways fly with a lot of interesting U.S. destination, but like you find major international airlines like Emirates, Qatar, Air France, KLM, Lufthansa, all of them. They operate. I think we have over 20 international airlines, something like that. 20. We have like another 4 or 5 domestic airlines, something like that. But yeah, it's just the main airport for the DC area, and that's one of the reasons why I chose it. It's not the airport that I've flown out of the most, but it's the main, so it has a lot of varieties of international, has a lot of variety in domestic, and it's a hub for an airline. We can do that later. But anyway, that's kind of why I chose Dulles, and the reason, like all the aircraft types and movements and stuff. Now let's talk about the other reason, airlines. So one of my two favorite airlines are United and Southwest in that order. But in my opinion, I like United just a little bit more. I like, they're a bigger international airline. But Southwest is Baltimore's hub, so sorry, Baltimore is Southwest hub. So why did I not do Baltimore if I like Southwest? Baltimore is a nice airport, and we do have a couple international airlines. I believe British Airways do have all year round. Condor have summer flights. I believe Iceland Air starting flights again, and then now I believe Air Senegal is going to fly to Dakar next summer. I believe something like that. But yeah, that's another reason. Baltimore is a big airport, but there's just not really a whole lot of international traffic and heavies and stuff going in and out. But yeah, Southwest is a big airline there. But the reason why I chose Dulles is the main hub for United Airlines. One of my favorite airlines. Major international hub for them. Usually, One of their second tier cities in Europe, like Lisbon, I think Madrid as well, are served by Dulles. There's a few that are served by Newark, but Dulles is kind of like their second tier transatlantic hub. Same with Philly for American. That's kind of their second tier transatlantic hub after JFK. Same with Delta. Delta only had, for example, all three airlines have like a first and secondary hub for their transatlantic flights. So for American, that is JFK. For Delta, that's JFK, and for United, that's Newark. But their secondary hubs, for American, that's Philly. For Delta, that's Boston, and for United, that is primarily Dulles. There's some flights going in and out of Chicago, but for the main part, it is Dulles. And again, Dulles is not as big as Newark. It's like half the size passenger-wise as Newark, so it's actually replicatable. What's the word? You know what I mean. It's actually, easy to make, relatively. It's one of my favorite airports again. Just the layout. We have international heavies and we have domestic heavies, but it's not insane like Newark, and there's actually more variety of flights going to the regions, which I know best, which is, the southeast and kind of the Appalachian Valley. Those are kind of the areas that I know best in the U.S. because I've done a lot of growing up in those areas. And yeah, Dulles is also kind of the main hub for the Appalachia and Southeast region for United. And then we do have other airlines like Southwest. They operate pretty decently. They have Atlanta, Chicago Midway, Denver, and I think one more. But yeah, again, Dulles is a pretty decent size for nation's capital airport. It's easy to replicate, in my opinion. It's very nice too. Again, a lot of international heavies. I love the airport, and speaking of which, I am going to go visit it September 30th for a trip I'm doing to Philly. So, be excited for that. And you're wondering again about trip reports and filler videos and all that. Why did I not upload a trip report in place of this video that I'm recording right now? Well, that's really just because I would rather save those trip reports for Christmas break and stuff, for Thanksgiving and Christmas break, when I'm actually not at my house, when I'm with family, and I don't actually have time to record. So I have them all ready to go. I just hit upload and they're done, they're out. But for a video like this, I'm recording this the day before it goes out. So I'm recording this on Thursday the 2nd. So yeah, it's gonna go out Friday the 3rd. Which, again, I would have probably recorded some kind of trip, well, what we're doing now, but, it's not a big deal. I cannot wait to do DOS Update 15, though. It's going to be amazing. I just can't wait. There's so many great things I have planned. I really hope you'll stick around for it. So that's kind of what the main reasons why I chose Dulles. Dulles is one of my favorite airports, and I would, it's just. I'll step away from the camera real quick and just talk right here. As you can see, Dulles is fairly big. I mean, I have done a little bit of renovation to the AMD concourse. We're going to talk about that in Update 15, not now. But, it's just, I have some amazing things planned. As you can see, my United concourse is looking amazing, and Express A and B. Everything looking amazing. Cannot wait to share that with y'all. But speaking of Dulles, this is kind of going to be its not final form. Still a few more things that I'm going to do to it to make it better. But you're starting to see the general layout of what I had planned when I started this project last November. So it's great to see my vision almost taking shape. There's still a few things I want to get rid of that thing right there. I have like a DC skyline. If you're wondering why I want to do the DC skyline, it's just really because Dulles is just in the middle of nowhere in a field in Virginia. So I just have like a bunch of trees in there. It wouldn't make sense. It would make sense, but it wouldn't look good. So if I put the DC skyline in the background, that would be cooler. But it's not really in DC. It's again in Virginia. But yeah, again, I don't want to keep rambling on. I'm just starting to fill time. Like, but yeah, Dulles is coming along really nicely. Again, I already talked about my favorite reasons, my reasons for why I like Dulles. So yeah, Update 15 is going to be great. It's probably going to be at least a 15 or 20 minute video for y'all to watch. probably gonna take me over 2 hours to record, just because of retakes and having to move around GSE and doing all that. So it's gonna take me almost 2 hours to record, but it'll be a challenge for sure, and I like challenges. So I did hope you enjoyed this short little filler video that I had planned. I'm sorry that it wasn't that well structured, but I tried my best. Again, over time I will get better at doing these videos. But that is going to do it for this Gordon Aviation YouTube video. Hopefully next week you'll see Dallas 15 if my aircraft can come in time. I don't know. They will, if they won't. You'll probably know by now. I don't know. I might put something on my Instagram. By the way, go follow me on Instagram, Gordon_aviation, Twitter, Gordon the Av Geek. Obviously subscribe to my YouTube. TikTok as well, Gordon the Av Geek. Yes, just go follow me and I'll keep you posted then. But like I said, this is going to do it for this short little filler video. Hope y'all did enjoy. So like and subscribe, and I will see you later. Peace.